And KVGC News Time is now 8 minutes after the hour of 7 o'clock. Time for a look at the news. It's a Monday, the 29th day of January for 2018. Well, the latest California Department of Public Health influenza report described flu activity across the state as widespread and elevated. The department reports the total number of deaths for the 2017-18 flu season so far is just under 100 people, with one of those reported from Amador County. The risks in Amador and Calaveras and the rest of California are no different than the rest of the country. Officials from the Federal Centers for Disease Control and Prevention say we are currently in the midst of a very active flu season, with much of the country experiencing widespread and intensive flu activity. So far this season, influenza, which is the H3N2 strain, has been the most common form. Now, these viruses are often linked to more severe illnesses, especially among children and people 65 and older. Health officials continue to recommend the flu vaccine. It is not too late. While the vaccines are far from perfect, they're the best way to prevent getting sick from the flu. And again, it's not too late to get one. Most health officials feel we still have at least 12 to 13 more weeks of influenza to go. In addition, there are other strains of the flu that still show up to be a major cause of disease, and therefore, it's again a good reason to get vaccinated if you haven't already. Officials urge residents to contact their healthcare providers, physicians, clinics, and pharmacies about flu shots availability. Also, for more information, you can call the Amador or Calaveras County Health Department websites or give them a call.
Well, a two-car collision with major injuries closed Highway 49 near Sutter-Ione Road Friday night. According to Highway Patrol, first units arrived at the scene around 9:20 and shut down the roadway within minutes, with one vehicle blocking the southbound lane, the other in the northbound lane, and a large amount of debris. The roadway was closed between Valley View Drive and the intersection of Old Highway 49 outside Amador City. Traffic was detoured. While details are still sketchy on just how the accident occurred, parties in both vehicles were injured and required hospitalization. Metaflight units called to the scene along with American Legion ground units. CHP expected to release more information later today.
And a Sonora man who threatened to kill employees of the Copperopolis Umpqua Bank has been captured and taken into custody. According to the Calaveras County Sheriff's Office, around 12:30 Thursday afternoon, an employee of the bank called the Sheriff's Dispatch Center to report that 62-year-old Stephen Johnson, while talking to bank personnel, began making death threats against them. By the time deputies arrived, Johnson had already fled the scene. Deputies continued their search and alerted Tuolumne County Sheriff's officials, who were able to locate and arrest Johnson Thursday night. He was turned over to Calaveras County officials and subsequently booked into the Calaveras County Jail on a felony charge of making criminal threats with an intent to terrorize. Johnson's bail was set at $50,000.
Well, Amador County Supervisor and Board Chair Lynn Morgan, formally announced Friday, she'll seek a second four-year term as District 3 Supervisor. In a prepared statement, Morgan said she's looking forward to continuing to spend time with her constituents to help them solve problems, and as a board chair, she plans to work even more extensively with the community and colleagues on the board to find new and better ways to serve all District 3 and Amador County residents. As board chair, Morgan also feels it's time the county stop wasting money on litigation we can't win. Make sure the board is accountable to the tax-paying public. During her time in office so far, Morgan feels her four main accomplishments have been to bring county government to District 3, placing a major focus on public safety, keeping constituents informed and engaged, and to bring civility and respect to county government. Morgan has ambitious goals for her second term, saying she wants to continue to work with constituents to make our community safer and more prosperous, while at the same time protecting our very special heritage as a scenic and historically unique rural area.
And look for traffic delays along Highway 88 this week. Caltrans will be performing various activities on Highway 88 from Martell to Sugar Pine Drive. Now, according to the work schedule, intermittent one-way traffic control will be in effect on eastbound and westbound Highway 88 from Highway 49 to Sugar Pine Drive beginning today until Friday from 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. for tree work. Also, one-way traffic control in effect on eastbound and westbound 88 from Climax Road to Irishtown Road in Pine Grove beginning today until Friday from 7 to 5 for grinding and paving. You should expect 10-minute delays. Alternate routes should be taken whenever possible. Now, work is scheduled again to begin today, but that is subject to change due to traffic, weather, availability of equipment, so forth and so on. And remember, as JD always says, for the safety of workers and other motorists,
slow for the cone zone. A few reminders from the IRS. First off, today, the first official day the IRS will accept tax returns for the 2018 filing season. And this year, tax returns are due by April 17th. We get 2 more days this year due to state holidays back east. Also, by using direct deposit, refund will normally come in 10 to 14 days. You also have a better chance of an early refund if you e-file. But as always, IRS cautions taxpayers not to rely on a refund by a certain date, especially when making major purchases or paying bills. Though the IRS issues more than 9 out of 10 refunds in less than 21 days, some returns require further review.
And the Amador Band and Accused, the Amador County Unified School District Jazz Band, will perform at a concert fundraiser tonight at the Jackson Rancheria Grand Oak Ballroom. The event will feature a selection of great music as well as silent auction and raffle. The band hopes this fundraiser can help shorten their list of needs. Doors open up at 6. The concert begins at 7. Tickets are $10 per person and available at the door or from any Amador Band or Jazz students. And if you can't attend the event, donations are accepted on the Amador Band GoFundMe page as well. And that's a look at local news on this Gold Country Monday morning from the KVGC News Center.
I'm JD.
And I'm Jim Geedy reporting.